Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and unfortunately today I had to attend a funeral of a friend and colleague who passed way too early. He was only 30 years old. His name was Brett. He was an amazing musician, and so I took some time while I was at the cemetery today for his funeral service, and I looked on Find a Grave to see if there was any famous internments here at this particular cemetery. And I found three that are very interesting, and I thought that while I was here I'd make a little video about it, because this is kind of interesting because you don't really realize how many famous people might be interred or buried near where you are. And sometimes it's just cool to visit the graves of very famous people and Americans. And so the first one here, if you are a fan of football, which honestly I don't really know a lot about football, I don't follow sports ball, but I do know this name. And if you live in the Dallas area, you definitely know the highway that's named after him and how influential he was with the Dallas Cowboys. This is the grave of Tom Landry. Yeah, the famous coach of the Dallas Cowboys. So let me turn the camera around here and I'll show you his headstone. And there you go. Thomas Wade Landry. Yeah, looks like some people have left a couple of Dallas Cowboy trinkets here, and an American flag and a wreath. And that is just such a cool little touch. I know that hat was his kind of trademark, so that is really neat. So there you go. Tom Landry, famous here in Texas. All right, let's go see who else is in this cemetery. And so here we are at the second famous internment here. Well, I guess there's more because there's diplomats and other politicians, but these are the three big names that I noticed on this list. And I think everybody who knows the history of American baseball will know this one, Mickey Mantle. Yeah, I had no idea that Mickey Mantle was buried here in Texas. And this is actually a pretty cool mausoleum. Let me give you a little panoramic view there. And this is the Mantle family, I guess, site here in the mausoleum. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around again. And let's take a look at that. There he is, Mickey Charles Mantle. Wow, a magnificent New York Yankee, true teammate and Hall of Fame center fielder with legendary courage, the most popular player of his era, a loving husband, father, and friend for life. Yeah, I believe that's his kids, wife, other family members. And there's some tributes here. People have left. That's really cool. People have left some notes. New York Yankees, hats. Yep, a Yankee buried here in the heart of Texas where there's a bunch of Rangers fans. But yeah, there you go. What an American hero right there. Man, someone super famous. One of those famous Americans that probably defined the sports culture of the 20th century. Wow. All right, so I got one more to show you, and this one I actually think pertains to firearms. So let's go to that one now. All right, so we're at the last plot, and I think you can see the name behind me. Yeah, Perot. You guys know who Ross Perot was. You know, he was an American businessman, billionaire, and politician. He ran for president in 1992, and most likely because he siphoned off enough votes, I think he got 9 or 11% of the vote. That could have turned the tide of the election, and because of that, we got Bill Clinton as president instead of a second term of George H.W. Bush. So in some ways, because of him, we got the assault weapons ban. Now, I understand that he was doing what he thought was best for his country, but because he ran, well, we got Clinton and we got the assault weapons ban. So I kind of blame him for it. But here we are at his plot. It's very humble, honestly, for a billionaire. So let me turn her around. And here we are. Henry Ross Perot, 1930 to 2019. Yep, there it is. I always enjoy coming and seeing these markers whenever I'm at a cemetery because it's really cool to visit the graves of famous people. Alright, so I just want to make a quick video about this today. Kind of a sad day for me, but kind of cool in another way. Got to visit 3 famous Americans. So let me know what you think. Do you guys ever do this kind of stuff? Go out and see famous graves? I'd like to know in the comment section below. So, as always, thanks for watching.